All right, Schlockmeister fans, one hell of a Star Wars ripoff. STARCRASH! Let's check it out. All right, our movie starts in space. How's that for a description? And something bad is happening. So bad that they're gonna blow.
I am Police Robot L. You have the right to remain silent.
Marjorie Gardner and Carolyn Monroe play Acton and Stella. They were like smugglers, criminals.
We have a 10% chance of making it. Too weak to send a signal.
So they find an abandoned ship. They go to investigate and they find one survivor.
But he's alive. I'll try to get him back to the ship.
Joe Spinell plays the bad guy, Zarth Arn.
Yes? What is it, Elric?
They get captured, sentenced to prison planets.
As for you, Stellar Star, having considered all the arguments...
Once they get to their prison planets, they both try to escape. It's a hell of an outfit.
This is what you're gonna get, lady.
But she does escape. And she gets a ship.
Now turn around.
You.
Turns out they're gonna help. Acton is freed also, and they all join up.
He's yours.
They have a secret mission to do.
The Count has created a weapon. A new, limitless.
Christopher Plummer is the Emperor.
So vast, so huge.
Their mission is to destroy that weapon and find the survivor, his son.
When you complete the mission, search for the commander.
So they set out on their journey, and there's a lot of fighting along the way. And Carolyn Monroe looks fantastic, but she gets captured.
Even if you had passed by this world, you'd never be able to discover the Count's planet.
Release her or I'll blast your queen.
But then her robot L comes to rescue her.
Come on now.
But as they make their escape, they get attacked by a giant statue. They end up getting rescued by Acton and Thor. Then they go to another planet, and then Thor turns on them. But Acton is not dead, and it turns out he's like magical or something. He can repel laser beams, and he ends up killing Thor. Later on, some cavemen attack and destroy L and take Stella hostage.
Take it easy, I'll cut you down.
Then some dude in a mask rescues her.
There, you're free.
Sounds like David Hasselhoff.
Who are you?
It is the Hoff. Then Acton shows up with a lightsaber. Kills the cavemen.
Projected the red monsters into space.
It turns out the planet that they're on is this like super weapon that Zarth Arn has.
No, not real. The monsters never existed.
But then Zarth Arn shows up.
How much time is left, Captain? Half a quadrant to go.
They're gonna blow up the planet, and these 2 or 3 are gonna be on there with him.
You hear?
I didn't know how to...
We then find out a reveal that
Yes, he is silent.
he is Prince Simon, son of the Emperor. They found him. That's the Hoff. So these 2 slow-moving golems are there to hold them in place as the planet explodes. But thankfully he's got a green lightsaber this time. That took a lot out of Acton.
I'll live forever. Now go. Go.
Acton dies.
Imperial battleship! Halt! The flow of time!
The Emperor halts the flow of time so he and his son can escape. And then a big battle ensues between the good guys and the bad guys. Things look grim.
We're finished. We've lost.
Oh, yes, there is. The floating city.
Emperor has a plan.
Floating city? Yes, I know. Although we destroy its hope.
So Stella and Elle are gonna like ram this floating city into Zarth Arn's ship.
Systems prepared for full power.
Coward! Come back, my lord! Yes, sir. Come or you'll be destroyed!
Let's get out of here, or there won't be enough left of me to put back together.
You can bet on that.
Looks like their plan was successful.
Stella.
Simon.
Ah, Stella.
Simon.
That's our film.
Well,
All right, STARCRASH. How do you even begin to describe this cheese fest here? 1979, I believe. It's filmed in 78, I think. Showed in early 79. It's obviously a ripoff of Star Wars. It stars Carolyn Monroe, Joe Spinell, Marjo Gortner. We have a space epic here. Christopher Plummer's in this too, where we have these two criminals, Stella and Acton, Marjo Gortner and Carolyn Monroe. They get captured, but then they escape, and then they're like recaptured and taken to the Emperor, who says, hey, we have this bad guy named Zarth Arn, played by Joe Spinell, and he has this gigantic super weapon, which has to be, it's basically the size of a planet, or is a planet. I'm not exactly sure what that weapon does. But anyway, he wants to take these two smugglers, send them out on a mission to destroy this thing, and also try to find his son who's missing. So that's what they set out to do. They visit various planets, they get into various fights, they get captured, they get rescued, they get captured again, they get rescued again, they battle giant like Ray Harryhausen monsters, this giant statue thing, and ultimately they do get to this planet and they find Prince Simon, who's played by David Hasselhoff. It's Christopher Plummer's son in the movie. And they find the planet there where like this big super weapon is. Zarth Arn shows up and says, well, I got you. You're trapped here now. I'm going to have these two golems guard you. And this whole planet's going to turn to dust in 10 minutes or whatever. And you're going to die on it. So then he leaves. Ha 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 ha. He leaves and then he's going to have these golems protect them. But it doesn't work. The golems fight. And Marjorie Gordon is able to destroy them both. But he ends up dying in the process. He had like this green and blue lightsaber too, by the way, the green lightsaber in that scene. So Stella and Prince Simon escape, and then they go to battle with Christopher Plummer's forces against Zarth Arn. It looks like everything's lost. They're going to lose. But then the Emperor has a plan. They're going to take this like floating city and ram it into Zarth Arn's ship. Stella and Elle pilot the ship, and they do that, and it's successful. Zarth Arn's ship blows up. He blows up. Everybody blows up except the good guys. They escape. Prince Simon and Carolyn Monroe, Stella hug at the end, and they're going to be a couple, it looks like, and that's how our movie ends. Wow. Again, ultra cheese fest here. Highlight of the film, Carolyn Monroe's outfits. In the first half of this film, she's wearing these skimpy bikini thing and wow, she looks good. She was always like a super babe to me. She was in a couple other movies with Joe Spinell. She was in Maniac, I believe, and she was also in the last horror film, otherwise known as Fanatic, which I reviewed earlier. So I think they made 3 movies together. And wasn't she a Bond girl? I think she was in The Spy Who Loved Me, too. She's a beautiful actress. Looks like this was done by Roger Corman, at least according to the Blu-ray it was. I didn't confirm that, but I'm sure it's got to be. He had his hand in a million things like this. Again, the graphics, special effects, cheesy, very cheaply done. They're okay for what they are. I don't know exactly what this movie was trying to do. Obviously, it was influenced by Star Wars in many ways. I mean, just look at that cover right there. They got a guy with looks like a lightsaber, C-3PO with some guns, spaceships, and a beautiful princess. Yeah, but it ain't no Star Wars. Let's just say that. But man, in its own cheesy way, it's kind of entertaining. So anyway, the movie, I actually had this movie on a VHS tape that I inherited from my Schlockmeister brother, Jeff. Never actually watched the movie until I reviewed it previously on my other channel back in 2017. And I only got that because somebody, one of my viewers, actually sent me the Blu-ray of this movie just out of the blue, which was very nice of him. So thank you, Mark, from Georgia, who's unfortunately no longer with us. But yeah, he sent me this, and I was very happy to have it because, hey, I needed to upgrade it, and I hadn't done it yet. So there you go, STARCRASH. Ah, what a film. Anyway, I will leave you a link to the Blu-ray down below. It's cheesy, but you know, it's got some charm to it. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about STARCRASH. Watch it. Bye.